What is going on, everybody? It's me, it's RDV, and I'm back here again with Zach. Wait, Zach, we're on the wrong channel.
We're on the wrong channel.
What the heck?
What happened? We were just on a Geeky Puppet Show. A show that is devoid of puppets. I just
A show
realized.
that is so great. I love it. You guys should be on there more often, and just, hang on the chat. Speaking of chat, we got MARANYA here. I heard that She-Hulk #1 when it came out. Or I had that. Well,
how do you hear a comic issue?
Well,
actually, you'd be surprised.
If the art's really loud, sometimes you can hear it.
Or if you watch the comic readings enough, you can hear certain voices.
One slick dude saying I had several copies. What's up, slick dude? Every single cover is the Pulp Fiction cover. I don't say I know which one that is.
I think I know which one he's talking about.
I know the rooftop one. I know the swimsuit.
Yeah. The swimsuit was like the Demi Moore one, I think, right?
Yeah. No, the beach ball one. The beach ball was.
The one where she had the beach ball, but it was like
the
Demi Moore, like it was a riff off of the Demi Moore.
Yeah, here, yeah. What else we got here? We got Michael Taylor. What's up, man? Jay, welcome back, and Dark Admiral March Hare. Welcome. Brian Stam. Oh, yeah, I did say right.
There we go.
Eric and Boyd. What's up, bro? Joe, what's up, man?
Joe's Geek Show.
And hello to Eric Green.
Yo.
All right. I would go on camera, but I'm eating chicken.
Are we doing covers, or is this a stream?
He had to go excuse himself for a second. He said that we could just monologue and I guess shoot the breeze. I don't know.
That is right. It is time to monologue. So, Breen, monologue away. Tell us what you did today.
I moved a bunch of comic boxes.
All right.
That's about it.
I
found a bunch of 7-Eleven cups that I didn't know I had.
Oh, nice.
That I've forgotten, I should say.
That's cool. Like I said, I love the 7-Eleven cups.
It turns out I have 16 of them.
Whoa.
And one oversized Spider-Man that I'm not sure where that came from.
Huh.
Glass or plastic for the Spider-Man?
Plastic. They were from like 76. And I had some of them up on the video I made like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But when I downsized all the stuff, I guess I packed the other half of them in a box, and I was looking for something to put on top of the boxes that I put in place today, and I opened it up and just saw it. Basically, they were stacked on top of each other like a miniature sleeve. I was like, man, I completely forgot I had these.
So which were characters on the cups?
The ones that I found, I didn't even. There's a Ghost Rider, a Black Bolt, a Triton.
Oh.
And I can't remember, but I know I have 16 of them all together.
You know what though? Your other illegitimate son Puppet Team would say those are dirty cups. They're filthy because they have Inhumans on them.
That's right.
Inhumans are cool.
Exactly.
Well, if you guys are like my comic sons, Pixel's like Cousin Oliver.
I know. I get that reference. Cousin Oliver was kind of a dweeb.
What's up, Jackson? Popping in, saying hello to everybody.
Jackson!
Green finds 7-Eleven 70s golden axe nonchalant.
Nonchalant.
Yep.
You were so close.
You know what though?
Not really.
I like I like to,
not part right.
I like to mispronounce things all the time there. Okay?
All the time there. You like to say it like you're from Alabama?
No one's from Alabama.
The devil is. His name is Nick Saban.
Actually, Jackson, I was pretty excited when I saw those sitting there. It's also a testament to how bad my memory's gotten.
Brain's like, I have gold bars. Where these come from?
Well, I thought, the last time I was up there, in that room, I could have sworn I had more of these cups. And if I hadn't opened that box, I would have never thought about it again and not realized I did.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm the same way though. I'll go there. I'm like, what's in this box? It's been upstairs in the attic for a while. I'm like,
What's
oh.
in the box? No,
And that's where
really.
I find. Wow.
Well, I couldn't find what I was actually looking for. I was looking for the Batman Life magazine cover.
Was that a Bono quote? Still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Still haven't found.
It's a very iconic cover, and I have it, and I just don't remember where I put it.
Ah. Like I said, I love coming across stuff. I'm like, well, that's right. I did buy this. I just put it in storage away like 30 years ago. But sometimes that's good though, because sometimes it's because if I sell comic books, I'm like, I don't have them all in the same spot. I'll come across. I'm like, oh, that's where those went to. Like I said, when I found those Dark Horse Indiana Jones omnibuses, I was like, hey, I have these.
That's a great find.
I know, right?
Those things are about $100 a pop, $200 for the second one or third one. Yeah, those are hard to get. All right. So hey, kids. Sorry about that, guys. All set here. You guys ready to look at some She-Hulk covers?
Jackson, I'm worried about you. He says every time I open a box, there's a dead cat inside.
That's right. Yeah. I hate that. That's the place. My first place. My brain.
Wait.
Now.
It wouldn't be. No, it wouldn't be in there. It would have been eaten in.
All right, Zach. You start us off then, and here is issue number 1.
Ooh, I get to start? What?
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
You're in the starting. Yes.
Fantastic. Issue number 1, Savage She-Hulk. Yeah, this is cool. I mean, She-Hulk is like 10 feet tall in this, and there's like meek little Jen Walters who kind of just looks like Mary Jane with a pixie cut. But yeah, the background, people running in fear. Obviously, this is before She-Hulk was the charming, funny, sensational one.
Before she was sensational, she was
sensational. Yeah. No, it's good though. I like it. The colors are good. The people running, the detail on the people in the background is good. I'm gonna give this I'm gonna give it an 8. I think it's very good.
All righty. And how about you, Ardeva?
Ardeva.
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 So what's great about this is that even though the fact that she's just before it became sensational, she still looked hot. They didn't give her the man bod just because she's Savage. Where today she has to look like her cousin in order to be Savage. So I'm with Zach. I'm gonna say this is a 10.
Okay. Zach, you said 10?
No, I said 8.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I just wanted to. Okay.
No,
all right. How about you,
10.
Eric?
Stan Lee proudly spits out to beat the copyright. The She-Hulk.
Yes.
You know, one thing I don't. There's a lot of work on this background,
and
they don't bother to do the sky.
Yeah,
that's true. That is true.
That's just weird. I'm going to say 8 on this.
Okay.
For that, because I said, yeah, just
one of it's overcast.
She's not
okay.
in London.
Then they didn't do the ground either.
It's snow.
Alrighty. I disagree with the sky thing. I think it's fine. The white background, the background on the buildings is incredible. The crowd, each person has their own personality and such. It looks really cool. It's iconic. I'd give this a 9.
Almost looks like a wraparound cover.
Alrighty. Okay, let's go to the chat then. Jay is saying 9. Joe is saying 8. Alrighty. And we have Zach gets start since She-Hulk is dressed all in white. They're stretching now. I think
they really are. That's some Mr. Fantastic style stretching.
And we get a 9 from Brian, a 9 from Jackson, and 8 from Ethereal. So we get an 8 and 2 9s. Alrighty. And next up, let's see. One Slick says 9. Va 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 boom says 8, and Henry says 9. So once again, 2 8s, or 1 8, 2 9s. Let's see. Dark Admiral says 9. Eric says 10. All right, and we have what's up, One Slick from Henry. 10. Cool cover and detail, says Michael. And then Maranya, She-Hulk #1, great origin cover that calls back to the original Hulk cover. Lots of great background to set the scene. Cover sells the book. Score a shulky 10. And let's see, Glenzer says 10. There we go. And Jack says, "Oh, come on." His jokes about your racist past is just as good as anybody's. All right, if you do have a last-minute vote, by all means, put it in there. If it changes the score or anything like that, we will change it.
I mean, it should be a 10. There's a white background for Zach.
There you go. And that being said, we have 5 8s taking out those 5 10s and 7 9s left. So we start off with a 9. There we go. And move on. I think RDV's next, right? And he gets issue #2.
Awesome.
Let me start us off here.
Instead of driving it, she still caused the accident. It's 10.
Exactly.
I like this. And that's a 10 for Maranya's Cleaver. Hello.
Hello, Mrs. Cleavers. So what do you score this?
A 10.
All righty. And now how about you, Eric?
I think I'm looking at I am looking at another 8 here.
Okay. And Zach?
I like the action. The detail on the crash is pretty awesome. You got flying glass in there. That dude right next to her right hand looks a lot like Speedball. I'm not just saying that because I like Speedball, but I it's uncanny. Yeah, I'm gonna give this another 8. I think. Still not fighting like any super villains. It's just like, oh, it's just a natural man-made disaster. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 10.
Well, now
okay.
Not 10, 8.
Can we
8,
go
8.
higher than 10 because she's trying to get rid of Speedball before he became Speedball?
I know, right? Well, okay, so the driver's moving forward a little bit. The people in the background, they're reacting to it very well. The truck isn't doing that fold around thing that it happens in modern day movies and such, but there's also, it looks like the driver's reacting, but the people riding the bus, like one's still sitting down. If they hit the She-Hulk, they're moving forward. So they don't look affected by the actions. I'm going to agree with you guys. I think this is an 8. It's well rendered. It's just not following the rules. There are certain rules. Okay, so Jay says 10, Joe says 9, and Eric and Boyd says 10. 1, 2, 3. All righty, 9 from Glenzer, Dark Admiral, and va 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 boom. 1, 2, 3. And then we have a 10 from Michael Taylor, a 9 from One Slick, and a 10 from Jackson, saying even though this looks like a follow-up to #1, she's dressed exactly the same. All righty, so once again, a two 10s and a 9. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see. I think her shirt is more durable than she is. Give it a 10, says MK. A 9 from Brian and an 8 from Ethereal, as well as Ethereal. Okay, just 1 8, a 9, and a 10. 8, 9, and 10. Let's see. She-Hulk #2. Good dynamics. Give it a 9, says Henry. And She-Hulk #2 from Maranya, taking out the bus, lots of action, well-detailed cover. Again, this sells the book. I call the rule cool. To score this a Death Rage 10. All righty then. Let's get stop up there. Once again, if you have a late bid, or late score, you can still put that in there. And I'm sorry, I'm thinking about the auction that happens every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
If you were selling this, I'd actually might buy it.
If I had it, I would say, yeah. Okay, so
For
Once again, if you do have a late bid, just put it right on in there. Okay, and we'll get this one. We'll get this one out, and this is 4 8s working on 7 10s, and then we have 7 9s wiping out the rest of the 10s. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 9. I wonder if we're gonna get a 10. I mean, you would think that if any would have gotten a 10, it would have to be the iconic number 1.
I kind of feel like they're working against us because they don't like She-Hulk.
How do you not like She-Hulk?
Well, you're not giving it a 10, bro.
Well,
if you don't like G.I. Joe, you're a communist. If you don't like She-Hulk, you're dead. Like, you're not alive.
Oh, okay. Eric, you're up next, and you have issue number 3.
What is your school, comrade?
I'm gonna up this to a 9.
Alrighty. And Zach.
You know what? I swear I'm not just copying Breen's answers. I do like this more because we actually have her fighting a villain, which adds some excitement. There's also like, this is the hero in peril. Like, oh, she's not just so strong she can stop a bus. She actually is getting knocked the mess out. Again, lots of detail. The dynamic of punching through the window is cool. The sky actually looks on point. Yeah, I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna go above, Pa. I'm gonna give this a 10.
Alrighty. And Ardaba.
What do you mean you don't make sandwiches? Sorry.
How dare you?
I like this. I like, if they had the stupid comic code authority, there'd be a little bit of blood on her lip. No, because she's a Hulk, but I don't think she can't take a little bit of blood, leaking out. I can't remember who the villain is in this, but I mean, very fun.
Thanos, obviously.
I think his name is Purple Fist Man.
It's Grimace. No, before he ate McDonald's and he let it go. No, I like this. The background, obviously, they're on a beach property or the water going up the rocks down there. You can see the detail there. It's like they just phoned it in. They actually we're going to show you the detail. We're going to take the time. They actually put the effort into this. You got the little birds flying around, the debris flying off. This is a 10 for me.
All right. And goodness gracious, I don't know if I could go 10 on this one. But you're right. That is some great background. The orange sky, I guess, to counter her green. I don't quite get why they wouldn't do a blue, but maybe that's it. So the green kind of stands out a little bit more. Splintered nice on the thing. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. I'm going to go 9. All righty. And so is Glenzer and Joe and Dark Admiral and One Slick and Ethereal. So that's 5 9s and 1 10 for American Boy. All righty, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All righty, and next up we have Henry saying She-Hulk number 3, good cover, give it a 7. Brian says 9. Jackson says 9. So 2 9s and a 7. Holy KB, we are cooking with gas, kids.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Then we have, let's see, 2 9s from Brian and Jackson.
Well, if we're cooking in gas, who's in charge of the grill? E?
You don't do windows, you go through windows, says Eric. I don't know where that came from. But She-Hulk number 3, just enough background to set the scene. Dynamic action for She-Hulk. There's an actual sky. This cover punches its way to a 10.
Well,
all right, Michael Taylor says 10. Very cool cover. Nice detail and colors. I'm liking these covers so far. Yeah, it's sunset. Okay, and then we have a 10 from MK. Those sexy legs, 1 and 2. Alrighty, then we have one. Oh, there you go. I get to stop first. Stop. Alrighty, and then boom, 10. Probably my favorite of the series. Okay, we'll put that up. And once again, if you have a late bid, just put it in there. Like I said, we'll change anything that needs to be changed.
It's a claim option.
He means score, not bid, y'all. These are not for
Yes.
sale.
We have 1-7 knocking down the one of the 7-10s, but we've got 11 9s, ladies and gentlemen. So that's where this lands too. Holy Toledo! It is a 9 fest. 9, my 9s. Alrighty, and then I think I'm next with issue number 4. So let me get the start number 4 real quick here. Start 4. Number 4. You'll never see us coming. All right. Boom. And issue number 4. What do we got? Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So she's holding up what is that, power lifter or something? Or Sheriff Walters Sheriff Walters faces the She-Hulk in a fight to the her father. In a fight to the death, unaware that she's his own daughter. My father, my foe. We see people scared in the back, including one off in the shadows on the bottom right corner. There's somebody looking over. Nice detail. Didn't have to put it there. We never would have, you really got to be looking to notice that. That's pretty cool. I like this one. I like this one a lot. I'm going to give this one, I'm going to give this one a 9.
Yeah, she's lifting a forklift.
Yeah.
Not a power lifter.
Okay. Is there a difference?
Yeah, the correct term is forklift. There's no such thing as a power lifter unless he's lifting weights.
Okay, yeah, it takes power to lift.
Okay,
I have no fucking clue. I couldn't think of the name forklift. That's why I called it power lift. My brain just zonks out. By the way, I was actually going to ask you guys because I was looking at Twitter and all that, and I was arguing. I think I sent a message to Nerderotic because he said, is it time to retire the MCU? I said, never retire. And I was going to write something, and I forgot the word trademark so badly that I literally was going to ask you guys, but I had no idea how to describe it. So that's a silly and stupid story that took up time. RDV, what do you think about this cover?
Well, where does one get a gun like that with a harness like that? That's kind of cool. I always see those randomly.
In the Marvel Universe.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait, it's her father she's gonna kill. Okay. I guess she's got daddy issues. Tom King, are you writing this? My father, my foe. Dude, yeah, the detail how she's lifting it up, how you would lift up something behind your head like this. The people behind is freaking out. The one guy's gonna fall over. He hasn't fallen over yet. And yeah, the detail on her where she's grabbing onto the actual forklift right there, where the forks are, and she's bending it with her hand.
Uh-huh.
That's great. I will go with a number 10.
All righty. And how about you, Eric?
Turn my mic on.
Okay.
And then, it's a great detail in the way she's holding up that power lift.
Is this going to be a thing now?
Is it your trademark?
I don't know. Are you going to stand on W? If you're gonna have your hand the way it was before, you got to speak like Truman Capote.
Yeah. Well,
I think I'm going to give this a 9.
God bless us. I can't do this accent. I can't do it.
So,
all right. Anywho, let's see. We got a 9 from Eric. Let's go up to the chat then for the She-Hulk covers. And anybody watching is eligible. I cannot talk tonight. It is eligible to score. So by all means, put your numbers in. If
you're that guy, you're all getting laid.
Glenzer and Ethereal, give it an 8 each, and then 2 7s from One Slick and Joe. Alrighty, and next up we have Henry saying She-Hulk number 4, an average cover. Give it a 6. Every party has a pooper. That's why we invited you. And okay, so anyway, Eric says 9, and Michael Taylor Jackson Roykert and Brian Stam, all three says 8. So it's 3 8s and a 9. 1, 2, 3, and a 9. All right, boom says 9 because the forklift doesn't seem to be based on an actual forklift. Could it be a power lifter? Just asking. So that's a 9 from boom. And then we have Maranya with She-Hulk number 4. She-Hulk shows her strength by lifting a forklift about to take out the guy with the ray gun. That's her dad. Great background sets the scene. Score a daddy 10. Daddy, give a 10. Looks like he's shooting her with a 90s Super Soaker. Looks cool. I'll say an 8, says MK. Alrighty, and next up we have Cousin Oliver, Truman Capote get mentioned. I question things now.
I didn't get a grade in on this one.
That's right. You too can score this.
Okay, Zach, we will let you participate.
I mean, I'm just asking. I cannot.
Right,
okay, it's gonna be a 7.
Right.
7.
Good.
7. 7. It's too dark.
Dang it! I'm out of trophies for him.
And we got a 7 from Zach. Sorry about the skip.
That's
Alrighty, and we've got you know what? Everybody gets skipped, and some people get skipped more than everybody. Let's see.
We've got. Where are you? I'm tired of carrying the cross.
We've got 1 6 taking out one of the 3 10s, and then 3 7s taking out the last 2 10s and one of those 2 9s, and then 6 8s wiping him out and taking over. This is an 8. This is the story of a girl.
She cried a river and drowned the whole world.
And drowned in a river and what to the world?
She drowned the whole world. She was really sad.
Well,
it's a 2000 song, bro.
Yeah,
it was.
9 Days is the name of the band.
Okay. All righty. We are on number 5, and it is Zach's turn again, sir.
Woo. Yo, this is what I'm talking about. This is like Dune. Also, that guy looks way too much like Mark Ruffalo for me to be comfortable with. This is cool, though. She-Hulk fighting a giant mechanical Dune sandworm. This is a 10 for me. This gets my attention. I'm buying this cover, or buying this issue, just based off the cover alone.
Yeah, most people buy the entire comic.
Yeah, I know. I just
only a dumbass only buys the cover.
Hey, if you call your LCS tomorrow, they might let you just buy the cover of the World's Finest variant.
Anywho, RDV, what's your score?
Wow. Beetlejuice.
It does kind of look like Beetlejuice, too.
Where does one get one of those machines? And how long does it take you to build it in secret? That's crazy.
Do you get those?
And does Doom know that there's caverns named after him?
Doom.
I'm gonna go 8 with this.
Alrighty, how about you, Eric?
I'm gonna say 9.
Okay, and oh goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm gonna go 8 on this one as well. Boom. Alrighty, and then in the chat we have a 10 from Ethereal, a 9 from Joe, and a 10 from Eric and Boyd. We've got 2 10s and a 9. Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Says Mr. DC. How's it going, sir? 9 from Glenzer, 9 from Boom, and a 8 from Mr. DC. So we have an 8 and 2 9s. England team, bad to the bone or paint it black? Oh, and an 8 here. Goodness gracious. I do see red doors and want them painted black. However, I got to go bad to the bone. Original, not Britney Spears. Okay, yeah, the original. Yeah. Well, though, paint it. Nah, I got to go paint it black. That is a tough one. I see a red door and I want it painted black.
I like painted black. That's
that's not even close.
I don't even have to look
to
up
me.
anymore.
I'm actually a bit of fan of George Thorogood. So.
I thought you said the original.
Oh, that's right. That's right. No, I meant the one by George Thorogood, not the Britney Spears. I was making a Britney Spears joke. Anywho, off topic here. 10, fantastic cover and detail. Did number 4 end up as an 8? Yeah. Did I put it in the wrong one? I'll check it and I'll put it where it needs to go. So we've got an 8, a 10, and an 8. Alrighty. 1, 2, and a 10. All right. Brian Stamp says 8. So does 1 and Slick Dude, Jackson, Roy Kirk, and Bad Comic Review. So that's 4 on the 8 side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The villain thinks he's Toyman. Ha ha ha. I'm the Toyman. She-Hulk number 5. Shulky trying to punch out a mechanical critter. Enough background to set the scene. Great rendering. This sells the book to both target audiences. Score a punching 10. We have to go and score the 10 now. Oh, you're just falling apart now, aren't you, boss? I like the foreground and the background. Give it a 7, says Henry. Oh, BKB. And Cheryl says 8. And then, oh, yeah, there's a Bob Layton Iron Man cover in here somewheres, I think. And that is that, so we'll get the stop. Alrighty. And let me bring this down. And here's what we've got. We've got 1 7 taking out one of those 5 10s. Then the 10 8s suck up the rest of those and the 4 9s. Alrighty, and this is another 8. Oh, there we go. And bring the 8 to me. Here is the 8. We got to go here. Alrighty. So next up, it is that was Zach again. So this goes to R2V. You get the Iron Man cover.
Finally. Finally.
Finally.
We have an Iron Man cover. It's been so long since I've seen an Iron Man cover on here that wasn't in the rejects.
I know.
Maranya, he finally
There are no rejects tonight, by the way.
I like this. And I did not know this book, this was actually an issue. I never read through the 7 She-Hulk. I read the first issue. We could read it retrospective, but never actually continued going through it. So now that I know that she goes against Iron Man, 10, baby. This is a 10.
All right, we got a 10 from RDV. What about Eric?
What about Bob?
What about
baby
love?
Steps. Baby steps before we get to Bob.
Baby steps. That's good.
This is a 10.
All righty, a 10 from Eric.
It'd be a 12 if the brow were furrowed.
I
like
know, right?
Cover,
and
but, you know.
and he gave him sunken cheeks to make him look mad. Yeah.
Well, at least his armor isn't sweating.
That is, yeah, at least that. Okay. Zach, what do you say?
I would give this a 12 if he had the armor, like the mask that like hid his eyes. The human eyes behind the Iron Man helmet always throw me off. But I do like the reflection of She-Hulk and the faceplate. Yeah, it's a 10 though. It's a definite 10.
Okay, and in all honesty, I've loved this cover always. I mean, this I would marry this cover. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that good, but it is a 10.
That's
all right. Wait, did we just 10 across the board there?
I think we did.
All righty. But chat doesn't agree with us. Ethereal says 8, Glenza says 9, and Cheryl says 8, and Joe says 7, and Eric and Boyd says 10. So we've got a 7, 2 8s, and a 9 and a 10. A 7, 2 8s, a 9 and a 10. All righty. Next up, One Slick says 9. And we have Jackson saying, I dare Maranya not to give this a 10. And Bad Comic Review says 9. Brian Stam says 7. All righty. Zoinks and away. 10 from Boom. I love the reflection concept. And we've got a 9 from Jackson. All righty. And we have, what do we have? Michael Taylor, very, very cool cover. Iron Man is drawn well. I'm not a She-Hulk guy, but I'm liking these covers. All right. Once again, just part of the fun is we get to see things we probably wouldn't never really look at. She-Hulk number 6, great latent cover. Got to give it a 10, says Henry. And I'm missing the nose, but just imagine what it would look like if he did. She-Hulk number 6, simple, effective, latent, works his magic with showing off both Iron Man looking powerful and She-Hulk about to kick his butt in that reflection. This scores an Iron Hulk 10 from me. Alrighty. And then let's see. I agree. Tough choice, England team. Both great songs. It looks like she's sitting on Tony's nose. I'll go 7. And then She-Hulk's reflection would look odd around the hip area, Jackson. Alrighty. Everybody else hear that train?
Yep.
Is that what that was? Ah.
Yeah. We live very close to a train track.
I'm glad your train hasn't derailed. You still have a good thought process.
And in all honesty, it's the best thing about living here is that I love the sound of the train, even if it is late at night. Like it goes, we get one at 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock as well.
We get them here going through. Yeah, I can hear them up.
I love the sound of the.
I can hear it up to a mile away in the middle of summer. It's quiet. I'll hear toot, toot. I'm like, it's a train. But
yeah.
the only thing I'll say this is when you have to wait for this freaking train to go by, it takes about an hour.
Yeah, that does suck.
You're at the late.
Well, son of a bitch.
She never says that.
All righty. I thought we had our first.
Yeah, somebody decided we don't have enough.
We have 4 9s, 2 8s, 3 7s, and we have 9 10s, which means the lower 9.
Come on, Joe, Cheryl's.
Yeah.
What are you thinking here?
We were almost there. Almost there. Okay, let's take a little break out of judging some covers, and let's do the last of this particular round of the bracket.
I was asking if you got Henry's 10.
Yeah, I better read it off.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
What?
No, I just. I guess
I got Henry's 10.
Yeah, they weren't sure if you.
I'm 4 blocks from tracks, the Port of New Orleans, so I hear trains and boats and all the time. Yeah, it's pretty good. All righty. Let's see what we got.
Oh, dang. Jackson lives in my neck of the woods. He says he lives near the Port of New Orleans.
Is he going down to Jackson City?
I don't know who that should trouble more.
I'm not trapped. You're not trapped down here with me, Jackson. I'm trapped down here with you. Or one way or the other, how that goes.
All righty, we got the vote for bracket, and we'll start with Zach. And we've got National Comics number 29 and Forbidden Worlds number 11.
Ooh, I'm going to go National Comics.
All righty.
Go get him, Uncle Sam.
How about you, RDV?
Make him say Uncle Sam. I love the humor in the one on the left, but I love the art in Forbidden Worlds. Now I can see why people hate current comic books.
I know, right?
The hieroglyphics, everything on their the detail on the mummy. I mean, it's an ACG versus
National Comics.
Wow. I mean, did these come out at the same time or like years apart?
Years apart.
Oh yeah, National's way older.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure because
one is Golden Age, one is early.
Well, they're actually both Golden Age.
This is Golden Age.
Yeah,
oh wait, there's
no
there's no code on it, is there?
Yeah, they're both 10 cents. Man, as much as I love National Comics, I gotta go with the Mummy, and then it's great.
Okay, Eric.
You know, I remember these were both. I said I remember making the little Alfred E. Newman comment.
Yeah, I know.
But then I look at I'm with you, Venkman. I think the more I look at, the more I got to go Forbidden Worlds.
Yeah, it's the title, everything on it. It's just
we're leaving this particular train station 2 and 2. Let's go. Hear the train sometimes, says Joe. One slick dude says National. Ba 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 boom says National. Alrighty, and Eric and Boyd and Glenzer say Forbidden Worlds. And let's see, National Comics from Ethereal and Forbidden Worlds from Joe. And then we have National from Brian and Forbidden Worlds from Jackson and Bad Comics Review. And then Henry says Forbidden Worlds. Alrighty, figured you'd say you have chosen death. I'll go National. Mummy is cool, but I regretted voting against National last time. Alrighty. And then Johnny Quest, Mummy for the win, says Jackson. Damn tough choice to be patriotic or scared. National because I gotta be patriotic. Alrighty. And this is a tough one. But
you saw where Michael's Forbidden World.
Yeah. This was very close, kids. That is very close tonight. If there's any last minute bids, put them on in. I'm going to hit the stop. But right now we have 10 Forbidden Worlds and 8 National Comics.
I want to point out something. I just realized why I really like Forbidden Worlds. It's like a grown-up version of Pixel coming to Breen. It's like, we need you back for the ratings, Breen. Let me sleep.
What?
Yeah, it's you. You're the mummy, bro. That's Pixel.
That was one of those stretching things that we're talking about.
That was
something you've never done.
That was really stretching, yeah.
Okay, so the last one was to RDB. That was the Iron Man one. Okay.
To be fair, I only do the good jokes on my channel.
Well, there you go. Alrighty, so that means it's Eric's turn, and you get number 7.
Who does?
Eric.
Okay.
Wow.
Brains.
I was wondering why I kind of feel bad for the blue guy back there. Yeah, he probably didn't get to hang around with his purple, pals. He's probably sitting there in the background. And then if that's not enough, there's the Croc. I'm 10. I like this.
All right. And how about you, Zach?
10. I should need to comment on this. Look at the colors, how the colors complement each other. That's enough. But then, yeah, the crocodile's also cool.
Hello, Purple. You're looking quite.
All righty. How about you, RDB?
The one's pulling your hair. Jeez, that's horrible. And the crocodile or alligator, whatever you want to call it.
Never smile at a crocodile.
Literally, they should have just went full satire. If this would have actually been the other She-Hulk, sensational. That crocodile would have been standing up with a cup of coffee. But I like this. This is a 10. Her expression on her face, her hair getting pulled, and it's killing all of them.
All righty. I forgot to put a start, but there you go. We'll start with Brian saying 10, and Joe says 8, and Eric and Boyd says 10, and so does Bad Comic Review. So it's 3 10s. 1, 2, 3, and an 8. And then let's see, 9 from 9 from Glenzer, and a 10 from Dark Admiral, and a 9 from One Slick. So we have 2 9s, 10. Alrighty. 9 from Michael Taylor, and She-Hulk number 7 is an 8 from Chaz Kyra. So we have a 9 and an 8. 8 and a 9. And Maranya, She-Hulk number 7, She-Hulk taking on purple critters and an alligator. Just enough detail with color to set the scenes and tone of the cover. Score Savage 10. Alrighty. Ba 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 boom says 9. Ethereal says 8, and Jackson says 9. So we have 2 9s and a 8. Alrighty. She-Hulk number 7. This layout seems awkward. Average 6. Wait. Did I not? Okay. Okay, and that is a 6.
I didn't see a 6
and
though.
Then we have a 7 from MK. And once again, if you have a late score, let's hear it.
That was a 6 upside down. It's a 9.
Oh.
Yeah. MK, yeah, 7.
And
wow.
what we have is 1 6 and 1 7 and 3 8s, taking out 5 of those 9 10s and the 5 9s. Take out the last 4 and leave us with another 9. Is this going to be a 10-less night?
Bunch of haters.
Alrighty. Let's go on. It's Mike.
Haters.
Yeah, we got here a couple haters. They are soft. SOFT. Soft.
SAWFT.
I know, but I don't want to spell that out anyway. I'm literate. I don't misspell words.
Alrighty, and I get number 8. And we have, you know what? I'm going to just score this a 10. She looks a little bit brutish. She looks like she's going full savage. I like the musculature. That being, yeah, they do pretty good with the forearm, the biceps, the triceps. That is awesome. Man Thing looks awesome looming over her. That is pretty cool. I'm giving this a 10 easily, sirs. How about you, Zach?
Yeah, I'm with you. I like, on top of She-Hulk, I think this is probably the best She-Hulk's looked in all the covers so far. Man Thing also looks really cool. Typically, I think Man Thing, in most of his covers that I've seen, just the green looks, I don't know, not as menacing. He looks really menacing here. The skull, the bones and stuff at her feet is also really great. Yeah, this is a 10.
Okay. How about you, RDV?
Nah, yeah, the style on She-Hulk is a little bit rough for me, so I'm gonna drop it down to a 9.
What are you talking about? Those gams! There's gams that would make Otto leave May in a heartbeat.
Dude, what are you talking about?
Otto Octavius married May, and he's saying he would.
No, I am saying.
Thank you.
No, obviously we read on the channel, but I'm just saying, what are you talking about? Those aren't good gams.
Those are great gams.
Eric, what do you say?
This is my life now.
Gams?
You say it like it's a bad thing.
This is a Michael Golden cover, and it is a 10.
All righty. See, we told you.
Thanks.
Okay, let's.
I like Michael Golden covers.
Okay, let me put this on as we had. Oh, whoops.
Venk, I'll let you know when the next one comes up, so you can be wrong then too.
Thank you. I'm gonna step away now.
Glenzer says 10. Joe says 9. So does Va Boom. So we got 2 9s and a 10. And then an 10 from Bad Comic Review. She-Hulk number 8. Michael Golden Magic. Give it a 10. So we have 2 10s again. Van and Do. And then a 10 from Eric and Boyd and a 9 from Brian Stam. All righty. Best cover so far, in my opinion, says Glenzer, and One Slick gives it a 9. She-Hulk number 8 is a 9, says Chaz. So we got 2 more 9s. And then we have 10. Man Thing would have sold me alone, but it's a well-done cover, says Dark Admiral. Did I get Jackson's? I don't think I did, so that's a 9 and a 10.
Did you get Theo's yet?
All right, these are Man Thing's autumn covers. 10, fantastic cover and detail, probably my favorite so far, and Sherles gives it an 8. So we have 1 8 and 1 10. She-Hulk 8, She-Hulk versus Man Thing, both look about ready to take the other out in a fight. Skeletons at her feet, a creepy detail, score a Wild Man Thing 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the other 5. So it's 10. Oh, BKB. Let's see where we're going. I was wavering as well due to her face, but still had to score at a 10. Ready? And that was from American Boyd. Let's see. Good evening, everyone. As far as the cover of Savage She-Hulk number 8 is attention-grabbing and makes the readers wonder who will come out on top. A strong 10, says Dominic. And MK says 8.
Did you skip Ethereal?
No.
Man Thing looks...
Oh, 7. Man Thing looks like poop. That's what makes it good. Okay, so we have, let me get this down here. And once again, if you have not put in a score and you want to, just say the word.
Says the magic word, yeah.
And let's see what we got here. We've got 1 7, and we've got 3 8s, and that is taking out 4 of the 12 10s, by the way, leaving 6 9s versus 8 10s.
Yes.
And the 10s have it, ladies and gentlemen. We do
It's
have,
about dang time.
There we go. We have a 10 for the She-Hulk tonight. Alrighty, that ended up. That was mine, right? No, that was Eric's.
Somebody's.
Oh, that was yours, wasn't it?
Iron Man was. Yeah, that was mine. So we're back to Zach. Zach, you have issue number 9.
This is who does this remind me of? This almost reminds me of it's a little bit almost like, I don't know if it's J. Scott Campbell, but it reminds me of another, it kind of looks like a Danger Girl artist.
Hubert?
Hubert, maybe? I don't know. I kind of dig it though. I like the dual personality there. Jen's like, she's taking over. This is what Bruce goes through. Oh my gosh, she's got pixel fingers though. She-Hulk, not Jen. I'm gonna give this I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna say it's awesome. It might not make a lot of sense, but I'm looking at all the green and I'm thinking it's awesome. So
okay, we got a 9 from Zach and RDV. What do you say?
This look a little bit more manga-ish, more a little
Yeah, a little bit more manga. There's also some green bleed through I'm seeing between. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but like Jen's hair and her arm.
Clothes, yeah, it was miscoloring. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Their shirt's green too.
Yeah.
So yeah, except this is weird. It's like an indie artist doing a cover for this book.
I don't hate it.
It looks like. No. I'm gonna go with 9 on this. I like this, you know. It's a little more cartoonish, but hey, they're trying something different. They went with dark and scary and poopy last issue. Now they're trying to go little campy.
And what'd you give it?
You gotta listen. I said 9.
9.
All right, and Eric.
I am giving this. I'm going to give us a 10 because this is another Mike Golden cover.
Oh.
So the same guy did the one before. So
he improved.
Yeah, I'll say that. I'll agree with that.
I can't. I'm sorry, guys. But what that green isn't a miscoloration. If you look closely, that green is he never finished the art. You can actually see the elbow on her shoulder. And then if you look lower on her by Jen's elbow, you see the green. That's actually She-Hulk's ass that's been colored on her arm. It's a miss on this one. I'm going to give it a 6. All right.
Boo.
I know every party has a pooper. That's what we invited you and Glintine. All right. Going to the chat.
What the hell is that from?
Gets the Bo Derek. What?
I just heard. What the hell is that from? You've been saying that every stream.
Every party has a. I don't know. I guess it's always existed or something.
Is that Banana Splits?
What?
Is that Banana Splits or something?
No, I heard it from Father of the Bride.
The Steve Martin movie?
Yeah, the Steve Martin movie. Me and Gail love the Father of the Bride movies. And
that's so weird. It's one of my dad's favorite movies.
Steve Martin, he plays a little bit cantankerous. And at one point in time, they were planning this wedding and everybody's happy. And Steve Martin says something, and Martin Short goes, "Oh, every party has a pooper. That's why he invited you." And ever since then, if one of us is grumpy, Gail and I will do that to each other. And I don't know why I started it here, but now it's a thing. So yeah.
I just noticed that her hair, it's merging in a little bit like that.
Yep.
Her
bump me up
to a 10. I'm going 10, bro. Bump me up to a 10, baby. I like that.
All righty. All right, so Glenzer says it gets the Bo Derek, so that's another 10. And She-Hulk number 1 should have been a 10, says Chaz. Okay, I'll put you down for a 10. By all means, feel free to go through all of them and give me your score. Even though it's a little bit late, I can put them down here, and I'll rescore them. Let's see. Glinzer says, wait, what? 6? I thought you said 8 gets the bow. Oh, 8 gets the bow, Derek. This one gets a 6. Okie dokies. And this gets a 6. Alrighty. Reminds me a bit of Arthur Adams. Isn't he the writer for Hitchhiker's Guide? Brian says 7, so does One Slick. Alrighty. And then we've got a 9 from Ba 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 Boom. Alrighty. And we have 6 from Joe and a 9 from Eric and an 8 from Dark Admiral. So we've got a 6, an 8, and a 9. Huh. Hold on just a sec. Okay, just the one. Alrighty, let's see. Joe says 6 and Eric and Boyd says 9. I thought I'm there, right? I read that off before, right? Okay, got it.
Maybe.
And then let's see. Dark Admiral said 8. I got that one. A little bit of confusion here. Brian, she's forgotten what she started fighting for. Let's see. Giving it a 9. Another golden. Give it an 8. And then we have Chaz. She-Hulk 9 is a 9. Alrighty. And She-Hulk 9 golden has such a cool, unique style. Give it a 9. And then we have 6. Not a fan of this cover, says Michael Taylor. Alrighty, 6 from Ethereal Dragon. And we have, it's time to guide the ship into the shore and throw away the oars. Huh. I think it's come crashing through your door. LOL, I knew you'd get there, Dark Admiral here. Okay. If Jen was on her knees and scrawling superimposed She-Hulk behind her, would be better. Their merge is not unfinished. Oh, okay. I see. Huh.
The only miscoloring was the part of the shirt.
Okay. Let's see. Black Spider says 7. And I think the green color in Jen is actually intentional. She-Hulk number 9, that is not a miscolored cover. Jen is trying not to Hulk out. Great concept cover. Well rendered, sells the book. Score a Hulkling out 10. Alrighty. And then we have, it's not easy being green. No, it doesn't deserve above a 6, says Ethereal. And there you go. And then let's see. Steve Martin is in this popular show. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I watch it all the time. It's really, really good. Art Adams, you're almost funny, Englentine. Almost. I try to stay right outside the realm of funny. Like somewhere in the vicinity of weird and creepy guy that walks into any room and people wonder what crime he's committed. He says dropping to a 5, keep seeing more problems like that white spot on her leg.
That might just be a computer thing. That might not be on the cover itself.
All righty. So this is what we have, ladies and gentlemen. We have 6 6s taking out 4 10s and 2 of the 5 9s. So there's 3 9s left, but those are taken out by the 7s. And the only thing left are the 3 8s. All righty. Here we go. We have ourselves another 8 for this one. All righty, and that was mine. And next up, we go to Zach. Zach, you get number 10.
Ooh. Oh. Give up, She-Hulk. You cannot defeat the followers. Wow, is this the Purifiers? Like the Christian people that turned villain? He kind of looks like him a little bit in the background. Stryker, I think, maybe. No, this is kind of cool, though. She-Hulk versus another superpowered chick. Getting her lights knocked out. The go-go boots are nice. I'll give it a 7. I'll say it's very good.
7. All righty, RDV.
Wait, two girls fighting. One's wearing a skirt, go-go boots. The other one's getting knocked down. Her clothes are ripped. There's a guy in the background saying, "Oh my God, this is a masterpiece." Pretty much. He's over dramatic, kind of like Dr. Eggman. I this is a 10.
Alrighty. And Eric.
You know, I can't give it a 10 because I don't see where She-Hulk just stuck her hand in a socket.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will say 9 because everything else about this is really good.
Maybe it's like that Blanca from Street Fighter. He has the troll hair.
Alrighty. I like this one, but I think I'm going to be the 8 in this particular blush. Alrighty. So we go to the chat, and Glenzer says 5. Joe and Eric and One Slick say 7. So we've got a 5 getting a meh and 3 7s. 1, 2, and 3. Alrighty. Let's see. Next up, Bad Comic Reviews. Michael Taylor, Dark Admiral, and Ethereal say 8. So we got 4 8s coming in. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see. We have Shaz singing She-Hulk number 10 is an 8. And then Brian saying 7 She-Hulk having a bad hair day. So we have a 7 and an 8. Alrighty. Let's see. 10 She-Hulk getting decked by Supergirl, and Supergirl with that 80s Pat Benatar hair. Alrighty. And MK gives it a 10. Next up, Boom says 9. Don't really like how the fight feels static, even though the poses are dynamic, but the way the background guy is done bumps it up a notch for me. So it gets a 9. Alrighty. Let's see. She-Hulk number 10. Love the looming villain drawn in by the color. Shulky looks like she might lose this fight. Will she? Buy the book to find out. Score a word 10. All right, and that is Maranya, and Jackson says 7. Zoinks. And Henry, She-Hulk 10. Crazy color hold background. Good character, all drawn well. It's a good cover. Give it a 7. All right. And no 80s Pat Benatar hair was short, spiky. Yep. I'll give Savage She-Hulk a 9, says Dominic. It a strong 8 while oh, hold on. Okay. I'll give Savage She-Hulk 9, a strong 8. Okay.
Maybe she just has unkempt hair.
And while 10 earns a 10.
Try to find a comb that doesn't break.
All right. Once again, late votes will count. And let's get this down. And what we got here. Let's see. We've got 1 5 working on one of those 4 10s. And then we have 7 7s. And that gets rid of 3 of the 10s, 2 of the 5s, and 2 of the 9s. And then we've got, which leaves the 6 8s. So we have another 8. This is a very 8-ish day. All righty. Here we go. Okay, and this time around, we're going back to the well, and it was, let's see. This is the story of a girl. That is 1, 2. Eric, did you do this one? No, you've got the next one. This is yours, right here.
Oh, this is a 10, but I'm just drinking it in right now. All those Irish cops.
Big girl. No, they're saying big girl. That's what they're saying.
And I don't know. Yeah, and I guess she must have fallen off of the fire escape where the sweat hogs hang out, because that's Mr. Cotter down there.
Hey, Mr. Cotter, Mr. Cotter.
No, it's Mr. Cotter. All righty, Zach, what do you think?
Is that not what I said?
No, you said Mr. Cotter.
Yeah, you got to get the pronunciation.
It's Mr. Carter.
Mr. Cat.
Rhymes with my hair.
Her figure has got
Vinnie Barbarina. It's John Travolta.
Her figure has got more and more feminine with each growing issue, and I kind of dig it. This is a 10.
It's also the same guy that did the last 3 covers, in case somebody cares.
All right, we got 2 10s so far. How about you, RDV?
All right, so we got the cops there, Irish cops there. Then let's switch to the Irish SWAT team, or there's a UPS
Best of both worlds.
with the brown.
What can Brown do for you?
You say it's Mr. Carter, but I think he looks more like the guy from Tulsa King. He's the short little guy that got drunk on the first episode of season 2 too. Or
that's just way too much to remember. Cotter's good.
Well, if you're watching Tulsa King, like dude, unless you're 50 plus, no one's like, what the hell's Welcome Back Cotter?
I'm 36 and I know what it is.
It's called a topical reference.
You watch stuff with your dad. That's why you know what it is.
Anyhow, what do you score this?
This is why is her if she's dying? Why is her arm up on the right side and he's on the other arm? That's kind of weird. Throw me off. Her right arm is kind of like that.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna go 9.
All right.
Kind of weird.
We
have a 9 from RDV. There we go.
You're kind of weird.
You know what, Zach?
My life.
What?
I like having you here.
I don't know.
Look, you're.
So anyway, Blenzer says 9. Joe says 8, and Ethereal says 7. Eric and Boyd says 10. Details and perspective are fantastic. So we got a 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, a 7, an 8, a 9, and a 10. All right, 10. Details and perspectives are fantastic. Oh, wait, that was the other. She-Hulk number 11 is a 9. All righty. And 10, they're saving She-Hulk from the guy with the panel van mustache. Okay. And that's from Bad Comic. You'd think Irish cops would like a green woman. Boom says 10. This one was one of my favorites back then, and it remains so. Alrighty, 8. They spilled the trash. They spilled trash is all gray. The spilled trash is all gray. Okay, I think
that's concrete.
No, I think it's trash, but it's made
trash.
that way so your focus is on the shield. Alrighty, let's see.
Clever.
Yeah. 10, Dark Admiral, well rendered background, and then we've got a 7 from Jackson, and One Slick says 9. So we got a 7, 9, and 10. 7, a 9, and a 10. Let's see. She-Hulk number 11. Great characters and detailed background. Everything is drawn very well. Give it a 10, says Henry. And then we have Maranya. She-Hulk 11. Dramatic cover background and police and army. Well rendered. Bird's eye view of vantage point. Score a dying 10. And then we have Michael Taylor saying 9. I could see Mr. Cotter. That would be where the sweat hogs would hang out. Alrighty. And yep, nice perspective. Dominic, 3rd times the charm because Savage She-Hulk 11 receives another strong 10, says Dominic. And then we've got Dark Admiral. Don't forget to Hulk out and Savage that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash it. Yeah. And also, don't forget on your cell phone, click on all and click on notifications or they'll ignore you. And that's bad. All righty. So, anywho, let me get this down.
Jackson, don't make it weird.
Yeah.
He says I savage that button every night.
Okay, so.
Wait. Like Terry? Oh, yeah.
Wait, which Terry?
All right, kids. We have 2 7s, 2 8s, and 4 9s trying to savage those 11 10s, and they don't make it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our second 10 of these.
He's savaging like Terry does to Donna every night.
See, that's what I was gonna say. You can have Terry like Terry McGinnis. McGinnis is cool, but then Terry and Donna and Terry? No, we don't want that Terry.
But that's what happened. So it's my turn again to lead us off, and here we have She-Hulk number 12. We've got 2 bad guys, electroshock therapying her, double jeopardy with Gemini. Okay, I see the black.
Which one's Jim and which one's the other one?
Well, did they draw 3 characters and call the 3 characters Gemini? Or is that one character in the background that splits into 2?
Oh, I just thought it was like the King and I, like Gemini. Oh no, I see it now, Gemini. Oh, I see it now. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
That being said, everything is drawn okay. I'm not thrilled with it though. I'm going to give it. I think I'm going to give this one an 8. Alrighty. How about you, Zach?
Yeah, I don't know. The color's not as good as the previous issues have been. It's not bad, but the villains look kind of interesting. I'm gonna give it a 6.
Okay. How about you, Bank?
Did Ultron just get a random guy in a black suit?
Kind of looks like it, doesn't
That's
it?
so weird. Double Jeopardy with the Gemini.
It's like the King and I, but it's just Gem.
I like the Spider-Man logo on there.
Dance 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 6.
Okie dokie.
It's not feeling. Villains are weird.
And then there was Eric.
I do kind of like the comedy and tragedy starter masks they're wearing.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm going to join the chorus of 6s.
All right.
One of us. One of us.
One of us. All righty, kids, go into the chat. Before the start, we had Ba Booms give it an 8, as well as Joe, and Dark Admiral gave it a 7. So we've got 2 8s and a 7. And then Bad Comic Reviews says 8. Glinzer and One Slick says 7. Alrighty, and then we have a Michael Taylor 8. So 2 8s, 2 7s. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3. Shall we dance? 1 2 3. She-Hulk 12 is an 8, says Chaz. Glinzer says 7. Alrighty, and MK says pretty shocking cover. I'll say 7. All right, that
See you guys later.
From Jackson
Was
and
better than
7
the
from
joke.
Dark Admiral and a 7 for American Boyd. Alrighty, so that's 5.
That was pretty funny.
2.
Oh,
No, you got to do the long, because otherwise, anyway. I got the start, the above the start.
You gotta do like Terry. Ha ha ha.
stop.
7
Stop
from
with the Terry.
Ethereal. 6, not really feeling it, says Brian. Alrighty.
Justice for Terry.
No.
Bring him back.
And then I Love Comics, splits into 2. Gemini, part of the Android Zodiac. Sea Defenders number 50. Cool as issue as well. And Maranya says, She-Hulk number 12. Is that the Gemini of Zodiac or another villain? Either way, this looks bad for She-Hulk. Will she survive? By the book to find out. Well-rendered concept. Score Gemini 10. All
I hear
right.
she dies in
She-Hulk
this
12
issue.
is an average cover. Give it a 6, says Henry.
I hear she dies and we never see
was
her
that
again.
supposed to be my voice, or was that England Team Joker laugh? You counted me twice. It's my fault. I jumped in. No worries, dude. So I take down one of the 7s, and yeah, I was doing an impression of you, MK. And then Dominic says 8.
Wait,
All
dude,
right.
you got your impression of MK. Engel Tim, what do you like better? Do you like chocolate or vanilla ice cream?
Oh, and by the way, yes, I thought that death was tragic. Yeah. So
I scored a 7.
yes. Okay. Let's see. We're all friends here. You know that, right, guys? All right. Let's pull this down here and see where it lands.
MK, don't let them fool you. They've been saying that to me for years.
Do you believe it? So we have 5 6s, wiping out that 10, and then we've got the rest of it taking out 4 of the 6 8s, and then we have 8 7s. I'm sorry. So this is a 7, ladies and gentlemen, and that's where it ends. Okay, there we go, and we have the placements. Now it's time to figure out where it all lands. So we know where issue number 12 does. Obviously, you might not know the number, so just go by the one where she's picking up the truck, or the ones where they merge, or whatever like that. I will try the same because I don't. Oh, hold on just a second here.
Good night, One Slick.
Good night, One Slick.
That's
I'll
number
bear your cross.
4.
I will be skipped.
Okay, so we have on the 8s, we have number 4. And we have the snake is number 5. And then we have the blend is number 9. And the other, that is number 10. All righty. So in order, 4, 5, 9, 10. They are, okay. So Zach, we're voting on the 9s. Everybody else in the chat gets to vote as well. Let me put up the start for the 9s, or not 9s, but 8s. Okay. There we go. Start for 8. There we are. And Zach, what is the best and what is the worst?
For the number 8, the best one is gonna be
it's 4, 5, 9, and 8.
Yeah, the best one is the sand. No, I'm sorry. The best one is the "You're breaking my heart, Stella." The one with the green spillover. That's the best one.
Number 9. All right.
Worst one is the electric hair Boogaloo.
And that's number 10. Okay, RDV, best and worst. We're gonna need your best and worst in the chat too.
All right, my best is the far right one.
Okay, number 10.
I'm glad that Zach didn't make that joke.
Far right in the terms of position, or far right in the terms that there's a guy yelling at. In the back?
What's the worst?
The worst for me is that giant's robotic sandworm thing.
Okay, and that is issue number 5. All right, Eric. Best and worst.
My best is the 3rd one.
That's number 9.
And I think my least is the 2nd one.
All right, the sandworm. That one is issue number 5. Okay, and for me, I'm thinking the best is issue number 4, the one where she's lifting the forklift, and the worst is actually number 10. Not a big fan of that one. Okay, so Brian says no for the 8s, best is picking up the forklift, worst is Supergirl and She-Hulk. So he's saying same as me. Best is number 4, and the worst is number 10. Let's see. Got to go. Have a good day. You enjoy, Dark Admiral. Best is 10. Worst is 4. He's going in the opposite direction. Says Vava. Nope. Yep. Vava Boom. Good night. Let's see. 8 is best is 5 and worst is 10. Says Maranya. All righty. And then we have best is 1, worst is 9. What are you talking about? This is issues number 4, 5, 9, and 10. So I've got your worst. What is number 1 isn't in the 8s, Glenzer. All right. But we've got a worst for the number 9. Let's see. Scratch that for the 8s. Oh, here he is. The giant worm robot. That's number 5. Is the best. And the worst is number 9. Okay. Gotcha. Alrighty, Michael Taylor, 5 is the best, 9 is the worst. Alrighty, and let's see. Chaz says best is the 3rd and worst is the 4th. Okie dokies. Whoops. Let's see. Eric sounded like you're gonna like the way you look. Let's see. After all, Chaz, what percentage are you Marvel DC 50-50? I'm personally, I'm more like 90 Marvel, 10, maybe 80-20. She-Hulk taking over. Best forklift is the worst. She-Hulk taking over. Is that Sandworm one, number 5? I can't read it from here. I'm going to assume that because it's got words on the cover. And then the forklift is the worst. Okay. And let's see. I'm about 640.
Wait. That's a power lift. What are you talking about?
Starkey Robot. Okay. And so the best is number 9 for MK, and the worst is the number 5. All righty. Let's let me place them. And remember, it has to be the ratio. And so far, the worst has to be the one that's in spot right now because it's got 2 likes and it's got
Heathens. Or I should call you all
5
Zacks.
dislikes.
Hey! No, not with She-Hulk. With She-Hulk, I have taste.
The second worst would be number 4 because it's even. It's got 2 and 2.
They don't like that power lifts.
Right. And then in second place is issue number 5. And number 1 is issue number 9 because it had 4 goods and 2 bads. Alrighty, let's go to the 9s. And what we have here is issue number 1, issue number 2, issue number 3. I got to check on the Iron Man one here. Iron Man was issue number 6. And then we have issue number 7. Alrighty. Start us off, Zach.
Okay, the best one is gonna
If you
be
need the numbers again, just ask.
no. The best one is gonna be the last one with the purple goblin.
All right.
Oops. Worst one is gonna be her stopping her on the set of Speed with
Number
Sandra
2.
Bullock. Yeah.
Okay. All righty, RDV.
Oh man, this is tough. I'm torn between Iron Man and the Her Stopping the Car. Those are both awesome covers. I'm gonna go with Stopping the Car though. The worst being, oh man, that's tough. Her getting knocked out of the window.
All righty. How about you, Eric?
To me, the best is number 6, and the worst is number 2.
Okie dokie. And for me, I'm going to go with Eric on the best. I like the Iron Man one. And the worst is One Punch Man. And that is issue number 3. Okay, going to the chat. Oh, man, did I stop? I forgot to put in the best of the 9 start, didn't I?
I agree with you. That is the worst. Remember you got kicked off of streaming for 3 months?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I showed too much. All right, so Glenn, I guess Brian's starting us off, and he says 9, best is Swamp Creatures, worst is Iron Man. Alrighty, 7 and 6. Beglinger says for the 9s, the best is number 1 and worst is number 2. All right, best is number 1, worst is number 2. And then best is the 1st and worst is the 5th. Still a good cover, says Chaz.
What do you eat that number 2 is the worst?
Best is and then worst is the 5th. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I gotcha. Alrighty, and then best is number 6, worst is number 1. Alrighty. Iron Man best, Purple Creatures worst, says Michael Taylor. Alrighty, and then we have the 9s, best is Iron Man, worst is The Window. Okay.
To the window.
And that is issue number 3.
And
then we have, let's see, the 9s, best is Iron Man, worst is The Window. Oh, wait, that's the same thing. Best is issue 3, worst is Fighting Purple Creatures. Alrighty. And then we have best is She-Hulk smashing the truck, worst is the Iron Man face. Okie dokie.
Worst.
Alrighty, and let's get this placed. And if there is a late bid, let me know, because I'm not going to be able to see them while I'm placing. But here we go. What we have for the 9s, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, the ratio has to be better. Yeah, there you go. For worst, absolute worst of the number 9s with 1 good and 3 bad is number 3. And then in, I guess that would be 4th place on the 9s. Oh, we have a tie, and I'm going to use my powers of ownership to break it.
What?
It's good
Yeah.
to be king.
It's good. It's good to be the king.
Wow.
Alrighty. And then we have, we had 2 and 3. Next up. Oh, and this kind of solves it, right? Yo, I'll solve it. It turns out that of the 9s, Iron Man is the best.
Wait, is that a bag of duffel? Of this votes
A duffel bag of cash? No,
No,
the easy thing about this next one is what is it? It's I only need the best, what you think is the best, because it's just going to solve itself here. And we have issue number 8 and issue number 11. 8 and 11. Alrighty, Zach, what is the bestest? But hold on, don't answer that. Let me get the start real quick so I can pay attention to everything.
Okay.
There you go, the start. And you've got Man Thing is number 8 and Dead She-Hulk is 11. Go on ahead, Zach. You start us off.
Oh, man. On the one hand, there's Mr. Cotter. But on the other hand, there's the Man Thing. Oh, this is rough. I got to go with the Man Thing one. That's the winner for me.
Alrighty. RDV.
Welcome back, Cotter. Yeah.
God.
Okay, Eric.
No respect for classic television.
The reason why it hasn't got renewed.
Eric.
Going dead, Shulky.
Okay, and so am I. Let's get to the chat. And Ethereal says dying, and Maranya says Man Thing. Alrighty. And then we have Boom repeating best of 10s is 11. Alrighty. Here we go. The 10s, Man Thing is the best, and that's from Henry. And we have Chaz saying She-Hulk number 8 is the best. Alrighty. And sorry, jump the gun. Best is dying She-Hulk, says Brian. Okay.
Right.
We got that. And Michael says 8 is where it should be. Best cover of the night. Alrighty. Do we have any more bids coming in or any more scores coming in?
I need a duffel bag.
We need the duffel bag. Well, it's not a tie.
What? I know, yeah. I was talking about for the last one. I need a recall.
But alrighty.
Stole the election.
Sound
like some sour grapes over there.
Yep. Alrighty, kids.
Wait, what do you mean? I don't do sour grapes, and that's trademarked. Something that you should know.
So okay, I don't remember the numbers here, but Shocked Shulky is number 12. Number 11 is Electrified Shulky. Power Lift Shulky is number 10. Number 9 is Giant Shark Snake Shulky. Then we have, what is this? 12, 11, 10, 9, 8 is Blended Shulky. 7 is Shulky being kicked out because no sandwiches. 6 is Shulky stopping the bus. 5 is Shulky fighting in swamps. 4 is Shulky birthing herself. 3 is Iron Man Shulky. 2 is Man Thing Shulky. And of course, Dead Shulky is number 1. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, how ironic. Her death is the number 1. That's terrible. Terribly prophetic of modern Shulky.
No, it's good stuff. Good covers. We've got some great covers. This next bracket fight is going to be kind of difficult. There's a lot of really good covers. And tomorrow we're going to add to that with Adam Hughes. I got a lot of there were no backups today because we went to a title and it's easy. 1 through 12, boom. I don't have to search for books. Tomorrow we'll make up for it because he's got so many good covers.
Henry, I have no idea what the heck you're talking about. Percentage?
What company are you a bigger fan of? All eras. I just saw that, Henry, because I would have been thinking about that.
I didn't think into eras. I just thought in general.
Oh, I thought these days.
I started with this Spider-Man. You know, and I didn't read it until 2003.
So
Like I said, I have no answer on Golden Age because I've never read Marvel Golden Age.
Oh, okay. In Golden Age, DC, then Independence, and then what was Marvel was Timely. And through the 50s,
nothing. I have no.
In the 50s, you got to steer a little more Independence, and then DC, and then Marvel. In the 60s, Marvel kind of wins that one, then DC and Independence. And then in the 70s, I'm sorry, I'm going DC on that. Even though I know Marvel kicked their asses in sales, it's just DC made the better books.
What decade?
70s. And go ahead.
That might be the most wrong you've been since I met you.
Okay.
Like I said, I never
maybe if I actually put some real thought into it, I agree with you. Because when I said that, I'm now thinking Marvel 2-in-1, Marvel Team Up. No, Marvel and then DC. That's not peer pressure. He's just
for me personally. Like I said, I like Spider-Man, and that's pretty much the only book I was reading when I as far as older books. DC for the 90s in the late 80s.
80s is DC all the way. I'm almost like 100 DC and maybe 2%. It was like DC and the X-Men.
Okay.
Now I'm 90%
Miller Daredevil, Simonson Thor, Byrne and Claremont X-Men.
Okay,
Byrne,
so we're talking 90-10.
Denny O'Neil Iron Man.
90-10.
If you want to,
might be 50-50 actually.
I read 2 of those.
You're right. I'm not thinking about this. This is an actual video. This is a video on its own.
Okay, it's the first half of the 80s Marvel, second half DC. Actually,
it changes.
DC gets about a 20-year window for me from about 86 to 2005-ish. Marvel by a skosh for the next 5 years. And then from 2011 on, I have to recuse myself.
It's a wash.
Well, that's I mean. It's not an easy answer because it changes. I used to be for me. I started reading comics when I was 18, so right around 2003 area. I was reading all Marvel. I wasn't reading anything DC. I watched the DC cartoons, but that's about it. So it's different because these guys are older than me, so they've read more. Whereas Zach and I, Zach's. I'd say Venture Zach's probably read some more DC than I have. He read the Goyer one, Jeff Johns, everything came out.
When I got into comics, it was during like the Jeff Johns golden age.
I just got into DC in 2020. I started right around there.
You missed a lot of stuff. Yeah.
So I'm going back and reading Post Crisis and
Stop
everything.
it.
That.
I don't have anything else in my house to drink. Stop it.
I'm just gonna say that. I said so. I can't really narrow it down to being one or the other because I flip flop.
Hey, MK, you remember when I said write these down and send them to me at Twitter? These are videos. Okay, this is a real discussion here. Go ahead.
At Common Core, what gets the other 10%?
For Zach,
you don't have to just say year to year. Your answer.
Oh wait, did I mess up? Did I get the math wrong?
Yes,
yeah.
You did.
Who had better and more iconic events in history?
Oh shoot, I did. Doggone it.
Who had better and more events? Best. Hold on, let me. Who had better, more iconic events in history, DC or Marvel? I'm gonna go with DC on this one. It's Marvel has the most events probably, but after a while they just run together. And yeah, I would probably say, but once again, this is a good video. Like if we did a live stream really to talk about this. Yeah. So by all means,
Zach,
what tattoo would you get? I wouldn't never help the police if you were the subject of their interest.
No, the remaining 10% is Common America. That's the remaining 10%.
Yeah. Anywho, guys, once again, tomorrow is Adam Hughes cover, so please join us at 10:30. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. You kids have a great night.
Good night, kids.
Have fun.